If you're watching this video, then that means that I have made the permanent decision to stop living life with this one attitude, and that is the attitude of indifference. If I continuously keep living life, not necessarily caring about how things come to pass, not caring about how much money I make at the end of the month, not caring about, my physique, not caring about my health, not caring about what it is that I eat, not caring about the people that I hang out with, not caring about the quality of person, of partner that I attract into my life, not caring about my productivity or my focus when it comes to doing certain things or my relationship to God, then who's to say that I have any say in the way that my life is happening? I've realized that really the standards that you set become both don't become the ceiling for yourself, but rather they become the floor. Your standards are your foundation, and everything that comes beyond your standard really is like gravy, really is just, God dabbing you up and saying, yeah, I'm looking out for you, man, because you fulfilled the covenant. And honestly, man, it's a really liberating thing to realize that, Yusuf, you were actively contributing to your dissatisfaction because you were always just indifferent, right? It didn't matter to you how much money you made at the end of the month. It didn't really matter to you, what you wanted to eat for dinner. So as long as though you ate something, it didn't matter to you that you only had 1 or 2 workouts in the week and your workout quality wasn't the greatest. It didn't matter to you that, you were praying, but you had no connection to God. And then suddenly everything just was like, yo, where did this come from? Where did this mentality come from? And it's such a privilege and a blessing to be able to realize that I can pinpoint exactly where this came from. When I was a child, we're constantly moving around. And when you're so used to moving around as a child, the only sense of identity that you have is within constantly adapting. And an individual who's constantly adapting, at least for myself, feels as though he never really had a choice to make, because life would eventually end up making the choice. And if life is constantly the one that is making the choices, then it kind of takes away this desire to decide for myself what it is that I want or what it is that I choose. And it just everything is starting to click. Imagine the little light bulb right here. And that's just exactly how I'm feeling right now. It's dude, you allowed all of these things to happen because you didn't recognize where this characteristic came from, where this decision-making quality came from. It came all the way back from your childhood, and it's manifesting as a 26-year-old man, right? And it's manifesting, and these patterns are becoming so much more clear because you haven't addressed it. The lesson will continuously keep being repeated until it is learned. And I'm choosing for myself, as of this moment right here and right now, there's no more indifference in my life. I just got back from a 6-kilometer run, a 6K run. This is my second run of the week. I used to hate running. I used to absolutely hate running. Why? Because I didn't really care for it, right? However, I'm choosing it because it's something that is hard. It is something that I actively used to not like, right? I used to not like it. But this new version of myself, this new identity that I have, right, is wrapped around an individual. That's just what he does. He goes on runs and, at 5 p.m., right? He has a workout later on at night today at 8 p.m., right? He goes to bed by 10:30 p.m. He wakes up by 5 a.m. He does these things, and it's not to be productive. It's not to be, in the self-development trends. It's not for personal development. It's none of that. Those are just choices that come with the lifestyle that I've chosen. And it's a liberating thing to realize that your God aren't the trends that you see online, or aren't the people that you want to be like. Your God is everywhere. But more importantly though, the thing that you really value above everything else, besides God, besides your family, is your own agency, is your own ability to decide for yourself what it is that you want, to think your way through life with your own set of precepts, with your own beliefs. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for listening. And if there is an attitude of indifference in your life, I would say you should address it. There is a difference though between indifference and between just gratitude, right? Someone who is grateful to eat anything at the end of the day, there's a different mentality of that kind of an individual versus an individual who doesn't know how to choose for himself, or doesn't care to choose for himself, because he doesn't care about what it is that he receives. And that is the clear distinction. gratitude, indifference is kind of like the direction that I'm heading now, right? Choose, decide, right? You don't ever get what you want from the restaurant or from the waitress by asking for it. No, you've made a decision. You said, hey, I'm going to get the number 5. I'm going to get the poo-poo platter. I'm going to get the XYZ, whatever, right? I'm gonna get, the 16-ounce sirloin steak. I'm gonna get that, right? Not, can I have this? No, it's like, no, you're asking for it versus you've decided for it. It's very interesting, man. Like, and then that energy of certainty, that energy of just full definiteness is what almost like bends the world to your will a little bit. Yeah. Thank you for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.